Welcome to the Be Mindful podcast. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Torrio. I'm a hypnotherapist and a certified life and success coach with an emphasis on mindset and manifestation. The intention of this podcast is to help you become mindfully aware of how you think, what you speak, and what you believe, because who you are from within is what you will attract from the out. Let the transformation begin. Hi there, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is going to be such a good topic because we are in the month of love. It's February. We know Valentine's Day is this February, but when this comes out, Valentine's already passed. And honestly, I don't really want to focus on romance and couples. I honestly want to focus on you. And that's why I'm going to be focusing on self-love. This episode is perfect for those who really want to work on themselves. They want to build confidence. They want to know their worth, especially those who are struggling with that. I know what it's like to not really like yourself. I know what it's like to really look at yourself in the mirror and just not be 100% happy. And most days, maybe even sad with who you are and maybe lacking confidence in not just how you look, but also your work ethic. And maybe this is also for someone who maybe just got out of a relationship and you're trying to step into the self-love journey and find out who you really are without that other person. You're in a new chapter of your life. So if that is you, keep listening or keep watching if you're watching on Spotify or YouTube, and let's get this started. And as always, I'm going to make sure that when you leave this episode, you have tips and steps that you can take so you can start really learning to love who you are as a whole, because I'm sure you are an amazing person. And I know for a fact there are other people that love you, but really, truly, it's amazing when you can love yourself the most, because we need to be our biggest best friends. We need to be our cheerleaders. We need to be proud of ourselves. We need to be telling ourselves how badass we are. So we're going to focus on that today. Now, before we get into the first tip, I want you to check my show notes and download the free self-love guide. This is going to help you kind of just kickstart your journey, because this is how I started with mine. And that is with affirmations, but specifically doing mirror work. So mirror work is basically what it's described. It's you standing in front of the mirror and telling yourself positive affirmations. And this is extremely powerful because you're looking right at yourself. You are telling yourself these positive affirmations that are so empowering. And the more that you repeat it, you are really locking that into your subconscious mind. As always, everything takes repetition. Just like when you learn anything, like you're learning how to ride a bike, you're learning how to drive. When you were younger and you were learning your ABCs, you literally had to learn through repetition. And that is exactly how you created specific beliefs about yourself, because you were thinking the same thought over and over and over again. So mirror work can really, really make a difference in your life. And that's exactly how I started. I remember when I graduated from UCSB, I was actually going into a pretty dark place. I wasn't really leaving my room. I was really struggling. And I realized that I needed to start working on myself because I had a breakdown. I went to my friend's house and I was just so stressed and I literally had an anxiety attack. And that's what kind of woke me up. It made me realize, okay, Rachel, you need to start really working on yourself and stop being so hard on yourself. And the first thing I did was mirror work. I told myself, okay, let me just create these affirmations and start saying them to myself every single day. And I would just pick one. You don't have to say all of them at once if you don't want to. I would pick one affirmation a day and I would say it to myself. And also sometimes when I was getting ready, I would even say these affirmations as I was looking at myself in the mirror. If you've been listening to my podcast for a while, you will know that I rave about affirmations. I mention this in so many episodes because it's really life-changing. It's changed my life. I still use them to this day, and I do believe they work. So in the beginning, when you start this work, it's going to be pretty uncomfortable, especially when you're looking at yourself and you're saying these affirmations that you are not used to. But I want you to think of it this way. When you tell yourself mean things about yourself, if you say that you're ugly, or you say you look fat, or whatever it is that you're saying, that is so easy for you to say, right? But when you say something nice about yourself, why is it awkward? Why does it feel weird? That is something I want you to notice. And that is exactly why this mirror work is going to be so amazing for you, because you're training yourself to believe in the truth. When I was going through my coaching certification, my coach Reese from Yes Supply, she said that anytime there's a thought that doesn't make you feel good, that means it's a lie. And I want you to view negative thoughts about yourself and what you say about yourself as literal lies if it doesn't make you feel good. So even though it's going to be a little uncomfortable in the beginning, I want you to try this. I want you to challenge yourself to do this. So what I want you to do is, out of the self-love affirmation guide that you downloaded, I want you to pick 5 affirmations from there. And I want you to say them every single day in front of the mirror. And each day that you do them, I want you to monitor yourself. See how you feel, because that's where you're going to notice a difference. And then the following week, switch it up again, or you could continue with those affirmations. As I mentioned, repetition is key here. So try it every single day. The next tip I want to give you is to take the extra time to get ready for yourself. So for example, for me, I work from home. And sometimes I really just don't want to get ready. I have that luxury where I can legit be in my pajamas all day and I don't even want to fix my hair. I don't want to do anything. And sometimes when I do that for too long, I just feel kind of like gross about myself. So I like to just sometimes randomly just at least put some mascara on, do my hair, make my hair like in a low bun and like a sleek bun, whatever it is that'll make me feel good, and put on a cute top. It's literally as simple as that. It's like that quote, if you look good, you feel good. So start getting ready in ways that make you feel good. Dress up and wear things that make you feel confident in yourself. So for example, like going to the gym, I try to like make sure I'm putting a cute fit on, because it's more motivating to me, honestly, and I feel more confident, especially the days when I don't and I'm just kind of like throwing things on because I just don't care. I kind of just start to feel insecure. And not that anyone really cares what I'm wearing, but for me, I just don't feel as good. So taking a little more time and effort to like put your outfit together, if you want to put makeup on, if you want to put jewelry on, do it. Just do it for yourself, because you know it's going to make you feel good inside. To be able to even have that luxury to fix ourselves, like, we are so lucky. And if that is something that you think you need to do often, daily, to really boost your confidence, do that for you. And that actually leads into my next tip. It's having set routines that fuel you, that really make you feel good inside, that build your confidence, that benefit you overall and your well-being. What that is for me is making sure I go to the gym every single week. And the reason why is because of how it just makes me feel. I know I love how I feel after I finish at the gym. And I'm also not forcing myself to do workouts that I actually don't like. I loved going to the gym. It's just sometimes getting myself there, as we all know, can take a minute, and we can really talk ourselves out of going to the gym or doing these things that we know actually benefit us. And not even just going to the gym, but for example, my nightly routines, my skincare routine is something that I love and I cherish. That is time really for myself. That is time for me to just like focus on my skin and take care of it. I have all of these steps that I do, and I just take my time with it. I am very intentional with it, and I love it. And it's just a little mini short self-care time for me. There isn't a perfect way you have to do this. It's kind of just understanding you and what you love and what fuels you and what brings you so much more joy in your life. So the next tip to learning to love yourself is really letting go of those limiting beliefs that are impacting you. I actually have another free guide on this, so check the show notes, and it's all about releasing limiting beliefs. So you can utilize that guide, and you can also utilize my free self-love affirmation guide as well. The reason why a lot of us struggle with self-love is because we have had taught ourselves to believe in these thoughts that are not even true. We have lacked confidence because of specific experiences that have happened in our life, and we have created these beliefs to be true when really they're not. So when you think about these beliefs that you have about yourself and how maybe you feel insecure, maybe you know you're lacking confidence, I want you to ask yourself, when did you decide that these beliefs were in fact true? That is such a powerful question. And I love to challenge myself with that stuff because it kind of just wakes you up. It's like, oh, shoot, that's true. I can choose to believe in those beliefs about myself. Like I can choose. It makes you realize, okay, I can choose to let go of these beliefs that are limiting me from being who I really am. You don't have to have a reason to believe that you are worthy, that you are beautiful, that you are strong, that you are powerful, that you are smart. You don't need a reason. That is just who you are from within. You are worthy because you are, and you have to believe that. And when you dive into this, sometimes going into this work can be really emotional, it can be hard, and sometimes it awakens memories that you actually didn't realize were even there. But once you realize why you even have that belief in the first place, that is then your choice to choose to let go of the ones that are limiting you from your true potential. So, briefly, what we have gone over so far is one, making sure that you do that mirror work, say those positive affirmations. The second one is to taking that extra time to fix yourself because if you look good, you feel good. The third one is making sure you set routines weekly that fuel you and give you joy. And the fourth one is you letting go of those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So, those are the 4 tips so far that you could start taking right after this or even right now. And the fifth and final tip I want to share with you is probably the most fun. It's romanticizing your life. And if you cannot just stop and pause and have gratitude for what is happening and what you have in your life, that means you are moving through life way too fast. And this is your reminder to just take a minute to pause and recognize all of your blessings. I get it that sometimes we get so hyper focused on all of the things that we want, like all of our goals that we want to hit, that we forget like where we are right now. We forget to be grateful for the things we have right now. And in order for us to attract the things that we want, we do have to be in that right frequency and that right emotion to manifest the things that we want. We have to be grateful for right now. And I have learned that over and over and over, especially the hard way sometimes. Last year, I lost someone so special to me, and he's a guardian angel now, and I miss him so much. But losing him also was just another reminder like, life is just way too short, and spending it with the people I love is what matters so much to me, but also trying to just live life as much like basically just having as much fun as I can in this life because it just goes so quick and you never know like tomorrow you might not have. And when it comes from romanticizing your life, there's so many ways you could do that. Like, for example, you can be cooking your breakfast and I don't know, pretend like you're in a movie and you're creating like such a cute little plate and it just looks so aesthetic. And then also making maybe your coffee or your smoothie drink, whatever that is, like romanticize, like, and be excited that you get to do that stuff. There are many people out there who are less fortunate than you. And I know that there's also other people that are more fortunate than you. But being grateful for right now and for what you have, it's going to help you learn to be present. Kind of like when you're about to go on a vacation, for example. Me and my husband are going to Hawaii, which I'm really excited. So by the time this posts, I'll probably be back already. And you know how sometimes you can just be dreading it, like packing and preparing and all that stuff, and like telling yourself, like, oh, I just can't wait till I get there. Really be in the present moment and like get excited while you're packing, while you're preparing. Like the fact that you get to do that is already awesome and exciting, and like it's such a blessing that you even get to do that. So do that in everything you do. Try to see how you can find the joy in the little things of your everyday life, because one day you'll be able to look back and be like, wow, I remember that time. It went by so fast, because it usually does. And there are definitely times in my life where I personally wish I had a lot more fun, like college. I took it so seriously, which is obviously great, but I kind of wish that I went out a little bit more and I had a lot more fun, and I probably would have been less stressed instead of just like grinding myself away. But it's okay. I don't regret it. It is what it is. I learned my lesson, but I want to choose to live the rest of my 20s and my 30s and 40s and so on, trying to be as present as possible and romanticizing the life that I have because it just goes by too quick. So, those are the 5 tips I wanted to share with you today so you could start your self love journey or maybe continue onto that self love journey and really build that self confidence in yourself. And by doing all 5 of these tips, it's going to impact your overall mental health, your well being, and you're going to truly build confidence in yourself because you are learning to just love who you are. You're learning how to be nice to yourself. You're becoming your best friend. And even if it takes time, just give yourself some grace, as I always say. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with all your friends and family. And if you have any requests on any topics, please let me know because I'd love to share that and create a video or AKA podcast for you. And as always, don't forget to be mindful because who you are from within will attract from the out. See you in the next episode. Bye.